Hey there, this is Tom, and this is day 68 of 100 Days of Making Minis. And today I did a bunch of different things. I drew a little bit more, just a little more sketching on the owl character. Need to work on it some more. I finished up some more graphic design stuff for the Kickstarter, and then I wandered around and did a bunch of sorting of my miniatures, just trying to get things put away and organized so I'm aware of what I have. And I had planned on putting together some of the Lone Guard characters for Relic Blade. Didn't get to that, so hopefully I'll do that tomorrow. But what I did find while I was searching through my miniature archives, I guess you would say, is I found this little conversion that I did. This would have been a long time ago. Don't exactly know when, but gosh, it could be 10 years old. So I came across this article that talked about making true proportion Space Marines, because if you're unaware, the Space Marine miniatures are, at least the way they used to make them, I don't know if they've changed them much recently, but they're basically the same size as any other human in Warhammer 40,000. So what this person had proposed was making them taller and maybe a little wider, bulkier. So right here you can see that, so it's all made from a standard multi-part Space Marine kit, but basically you add a belt, you increase so you can see the old belt right there, and then here I'll get a little pointer. That's where the torso ended before. So I basically blended in to make it part of the abdomen there, and then added a new belt. And then you basically add length into the thighs here, a little bit into the arms, and then let the shoulders, you let the arms be set off just a little wider as well. Not a lot, but just a little bit. And I think that I added some, oh yeah, I think this was longer too. So a little bit of length there, and there. That's the main parts. And obviously you got to do all the fill in and make, this got a little wider, so I had to fill that in. Same with the arms there. And then I got some cool bits. This was back when they were first starting to make the Space Marines much more Roman looking. I think it was with the new Ultramarine sets back then. New, it's been 10 years. But I want to make this even more articulating. So that'll be this shoulder pad over here. And then I had this kick where I was going to do Heresy. I was going to make a Heresy Space Marine army, and I got pretty far on it. This is before it was a big thing. Like, they hadn't started the books or anything. Maybe they did. I don't remember. But the point is, I decided I was going to make some Heresy era Space Marines with the bolted on armor plates and everything. So I went ahead and did this shoulder pad this way, but I realized I had this extra one, so I might leave that on just because it is a nice character, but I might put this one on instead and put the bolts on this, so it'll still have that bolted on look, but he'll have two massive shoulder pads, because this is supposed to be like a Lord or High Commander or something. Then I got his old helmet here. I hollowed it out a bit to give the sense that it was taken off, and I'm going to have him, I don't know what I was thinking, but I'm pretty sure I was going to have him like holding the helmet like this, but that doesn't fit. So I don't know how I was thinking he was going to be holding this helmet, if maybe it was going to be under, I don't know. But I'm going to cut this arm and readjust it so his arm's kind of hanging down and grasping that helmet. Got the backpack. Anyways, long story short, I decided, you know what? I had this thing forever. I need to finish this up. It's almost done. Almost all the hard work's done. I even made this sword. This was, I think, one of the first swords I did with the fuller. I showed you guys in that tutorial how to do that. So this is one of my early attempts at that. And this could work, but it looked a little bit too much like a regular sword, and I actually wanted it to be a little bigger. It's a good length. So I made this new blade tonight. It's definitely longer than it needs to be. I'll trim that down, but I wanted it to be a little bit of a thicker blade, and I'm going to give it a much more extended two-handed hilt, and then add on, sculpt on some the doodads that make it look like a power sword. And yeah, then a cape. So it shouldn't be too much to do all that. And then I'll have this really cool looking custom Space Marine Lord from the Heresy era. And I won't have any army to play with because I don't do Space Marines anymore. Alright guys, well, thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.